Alright, welcome everyone to episode 87 of Box News. This week's game is Costume Quest, which is available now on the PlayStation Network and the Xbox Live Arcade for $15 and then $5 for the expansion, so $20 to play the complete game right now. This game was developed by Double Fine Productions and published by THQ. Double Fine Productions is the company that put out that great game about a year or two ago called Brutal Legend, and it takes on similar cartoonish elements from that game. Alright, well let me tell you a little about the game. Costume Quest is an adventure role-playing game, single player only, sorry for multiplayer junkies. And it takes place on Halloween, and you choose between one of the two main characters, Reynold or Ren, a brother and sister who are identical twins, and they're new in the neighborhood, and they're asked by their mom to use their trick-or-treating to make new friends in the neighborhood. Now when you pick the character, you can pick the male or female. Obviously, the game does not change whether you play the male or female character, other than the fact that one is kidnapped and you have to kidnap or try to save the other one that is kidnapped. So him or her, it doesn't matter. Usually if you're a male, you pick male, girl, but it doesn't really matter. The game does not change whomever you start with. And once you've picked that character, you are that character throughout the rest of the story. Costume Quest incorporates elements of exploration, basically like Legend of Zelda games, the prior ones, Super Nintendo and before era, with character growth of role-playing aspects. It's an adventure role-playing game. You level up, you go out trick-or-treating, door-knocking, and basically you can have one of two things happen. You can have a citizen reward you with candy, or it can go to a quick-time event, which then you have to battle the enemy who is basically robbing the house of candy. And you go through a turn-based system, attacking, defending, and once completing this quick-time event, you earn experience points and candy. Now basically what candy is in the game is your cash. It allows you to buy battle cards, which basically adds an element to your character as a double tack, a health replenish, a defense, and you can only use one per character. You get two characters to start with, eventually you get three in your party, and you can use these battle cards to power up your character in the battles. You also have different costumes which have different attacks, defenses, each one unique. And you unlock them by just basically exploring the neighborhoods, exploring the mall, exploring the graveyard, wherever the game takes you. Just explore everything, and you get different costumes. Each costume has a thing which you need to progress through the game, so you do have to unlock every costume to complete the game. Now I really have minimal complaints in the game. It was almost a perfect game. I give it a 9 out of 10. The graphics are cool. The cartoonish environments are a lot of fun. I do love role-playing games. I do love turn-based RPGs. So this was a real fun thing to play, and I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. So yet another thing that it just reminded me of being a kid. It's just all these great things in one game. The only thing is the price of the game, $15, is kind of high for an arcade game, especially when the game is only about 15 hours long, if that. I mean, that's with everything, the downloadable, and you're searching everything. That's how long the game is. So make the game longer would have been a perfect game. I mean, maybe make a sequel that's a big release. But it's definitely a game that I highly recommend. It's perfect for the holiday season right now, being Halloween approaching. It's just a fun game, and it'll definitely remind you of being a kid again. So pick up Costume Quest today. Collect all the candy, do what you can, conquer the monsters, and just have fun trick-or-treating and just reliving those things. And if you are a kid still, you know, this is another thing to make the Halloween season last longer. It's a great family-friendly game. There's cartoon violence, so if you're opposed to that, then stay away from it. But other than that, it's a great family-friendly game, and I recommend it to people of all ages. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I hope you have a great Halloween this year. Recommend this video to your friends. Subscribe. Do what you will. And also, don't forget to pick up the downloadable content for this game called Grubbins on Ice, which is a story that takes place in December, so about a month and a half after the main story of this game. So complete the game. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but there are additional content that expands the story slightly more, and it's definitely worth the $5 that it is. So subscribe today, tell your friends, and thank you again for watching yet another episode here of Box News.